Hello everyone, and welcome back to Victoria 3. We have a peace deal proposed for a war that I really didn't want to be in the first place. France has attacked us, and we can make peace with them with white peace right now, or if we wanted to get war reparations, we'd have to stay at war quite a bit longer, and I do not want that, so we are going to just accept the white peace. That's fine, it's not ideal for us. We are in fact in debt and losing money as time goes on. Even with, we could raise this up a little bit. I think that might be something that's a little necessary. Let's dig ourselves out of debt there just a tad, but having to no longer support the military actively being raised will definitely help us out. Now, we have lost a lot of trade, and that's fine with me. That's going to give us back a little bit of bureaucracy. And, well, we have a couple changes that we need to make. First off, I do apologize. It's been a little while. I got so annoyed at not being able to pass any flipping reforms this game that I just want to take a little bit of a break from it. Because, honestly, it's the YouTube thing. I'm supposed to be good at this shit, and I can't really beat a random number generator. And that is an excuse, but it's also just an observation, because at some point, the way to weaken... the way to weaken things like the Gentry Assembly really past about 40%, 35%, is one, through retiring their generals, yes, but also through getting those reforms eventually, right? They have a plus 50% right now coming from the fact that we still have serfdom. So getting rid of serfdom will weaken even further, and it starts this cascade of reforms that is something that we really want to see and that I haven't yet been able to achieve. That in turn is slowing down our GDP, it's making things very difficult, and honestly, my apologies there. Honestly, we had such a strong start with Ottomans, Persia, Tripolitania, Kalat, all of this stuff, and I've just kind of been wanting to throw things at stuff. So anyway, we are making sulfur and lead mines now. We need the lead mines, we need the sulfur before we can really do a lot of other production methods. Namely, if we go over to urban, textile mills require dyes, which we don't have, but food industries with patent stills. Oh, geez, that's glass. We don't have glass either, but I think the glass works with crystal requires lead, and we don't currently have that. We are going to switch over. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we're working on the lead mines right now, and that should at least get us on the right track. Let's take the prestige. Why not? And I hate having that thing left over there, so I'll just switch it back and forth, trying to get that done. So we will have a couple of good shortages as we make those changes over, but that's quite okay for right now. So who is this? General Matvey Krapotskiy. He is a general of... oh, jeez. Already had that up. Orthodox Church. No, they already don't like us. It's fine. We're keeping our generals. You can suck it. Okay, so... sorry, my filter's a little bit off today. It is what it is. Bureaucratic imbroglio, and once again, we have tanked our chances to get serfdom. So, down that goes. Let's see what we can get instead. Potentially, if we can get rid of traditionalism, that's at least something as well. Geez. We were paying all that bureaucracy to fail at passing the law, which just that pisses me off. Okay, we have charity hospitals, we have professional army, we have some of the stuff that's good. Just let's see if we can get rid of traditionalism. It won't then weaken the Gentry Assembly, but it'll at least help us out a little bit. And this plus 60,000 is pretty nice. If we can tie that up with a little bit of an expansion of our industry, that could be pretty good. So I don't want to do this too quickly. Let's get a couple more lead mines in Lesser Poland, and then once those are on the way, we can build one more construction sector still in Moscow. And we need also some universities because our literacy is crap. This should be up higher than it is by now, but serfs don't get to read. So we don't have an education system because we still haven't gotten rid of serfdom, and our universities will have limited applicability until after we can get rid of serfdom. So, again, everything sort of spirals in this game, and a strong start legislatively really does make a big difference for Russia. I covered it in my guide as well, so if you've seen that, that's what I'm talking about there. It really is pretty crucial. Okay, so we have the construction sector expansion. Let's take a look at what other goods are in high demand. And yeah, lead's in high demand, but I think this will take care of it decently well. We need more porcelain, we need more sulfur. So let's get the sulfur on the way, let's get some clothes on the way here. And I wish I had anything for dyes. But until we get better technology, I think we're just going to have to keep that one. It's okay, it's fine. Getting some coal mines in Zovia will help us out, and there we go. Those 6 are on the way. Now, this should be railways. We have 4 months left, and once we do have access to rail, that's going to become our first priority. So let's do a couple other things first, and I don't know, I mean, the clothes demand, the sugar demand, this is all pretty high, higher than I'd like, but I think we don't really have much choice for that right now. You can see the effects of the increasing shortages going on as, yeah, we have a shortage of lead, leading to shortages in our glassworks, and we've cut down about 20,000 as well. I mean, some of that's from diplomatic pacts. Yeah, okay, so we were getting war reparations from Austria to the tune of about 20,000, and that's what's just stopped. I liked those. We paid a lot of money for that, and for some reason, they don't want to keep paying us for no reason. Huh. Interesting. The bastards. Okay, so if we take a look at country browsers here, we're still up at 172 infamy, which makes us a pariah. But the unfortunate thing is we haven't improved our army capability at all. Other nations are going to start doing that. And if we look here, 1678 is our army rank. Yeah, Austria-Hungary. Oh shit. AI Austria-Hungary. Look at that. Nicely done. Faster than I did it by a long margin too. I mean, we had the previous Imperial Austria campaign. We didn't form Austria-Hungary until relatively late. So, I mean, hey, more power to them, I guess. And 7 and 3, that's not terrible. But if we start falling more and more behind before infamy comes down, we're just going to get coalitioned again. In fact, Austria-Hungary could do it right now if they wanted to. Local government legitimacy. Should we do anything about that? It's because I have the industrialists, but they're our strongest. That's reformist. Armed forces won't give us what we need for some other laws, so I mean, hey, we have a 10% chance. We've done this now about 10-15 times, so you'd think we'd get it eventually. Let's go ahead and get that migration attraction, and we're digging ourselves out of debt in 10 weeks. We can wait that long, that's fine. That's really not that bad. The only issue is going to be when we build the additional construction sectors. That's going to so let's move this up a little. Let's do that. That's going to drop this just a bit, but I think we should be okay, and I do like what this is doing for our economy. So if we take a look at GDPs, yeah, not too bad. France really waffled when they fought us. So they were going up some, they got a little bit smacked, and actually fierce competition with Austria-Hungary. Rate of increase is higher off the Austro-Hungarians even than it is in Russia right now. And Great Britain also kind of waffling, but AI is gonna AI. That's sort of how it is. Okay, all that glitter is not gold. Let's decrease some radicals here. And, I mean, we are getting a bit more population now. I want better population growth. This is pretty abysmal. This is, I think, it's a secondary effect from the long wars that we waged. We have a high population of infirm and dependents right now, and that stuff is kind of tracked. So, paying the price there a little bit. We could go up to higher law enforcement. We can barely afford it. You know, let's do that. I think it's worth decreasing the radicals just a bit, and that means we're going to need a couple more government administration buildings. Not that many. Let's keep it reasonable, and let's build those in Kiev. Just do 2. That's fine. Okay, so we have the atmospheric engine. Let's go ahead and unlock the rail. Nice. Railways are unlocked. We will be getting all of that going soon. But first, let's do intensive agriculture. I think that'll be a good thing for us. We could also go for... I've done this before where I've rushed... Apologies, it's not cooperating with me. I've rushed steel frame buildings. But that was a run that had a bigger investment in learning and literacy, and I had a much earlier agrarianism and all of that stuff getting handled, so... shit. Ah, he even did an evil cackle. The bastard. 0% chance of agrarianism. Fine. Fine. Who needs to pass reforms anyway? Oh my goodness. Okay, we can't quite go for serfdom yet. If we go for that, 5 more months. Can we do anything in that time that we want? No, we have a dedicated police force. This is the one that does not strengthen the Gentry Assembly. State religion, don't want to piss off the church just quite yet. Okay, I mean, fine, I guess we'll wait another 5 months, and then we could try and enact freedom of conscience, but everybody hates that. I mean, jeez. And if we do this, even if we pass it, and then we try to go for serfdom, we'll end up sort of shooting ourselves in the foot there as they get mad at us for doing anything and everything. Oh, did you not get enough of war the first time around, Austria-Hungary? Son of a bitch. Okay, well this seems like a good place to leave it. I apologize for the short episode, but we will have these more regularly again, and hopefully this time around we have more success against Austria-Hungary without the technology switch. So, thank you guys for hanging around, and we'll see you again real soon.